Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of It's Okay If You're Clueless and 23 More Tips for the College Bound by Terry McMillan, narrated by Patricia R. Floyd, and directed by Jeff Barron. This book is copyrighted 2006 by Terry McMillan. This recording is copyrighted 2006 by Recorded Books. When her son Solomon graduated from high school, Terry McMillan was asked to be the guest speaker at the commencement ceremony. Determined not to be dull or redundant, Terry thought back to when she was stepping out into the world for the first time and the things she wished people had told her. Printing up what she thought were the most important tips for these new graduates, Terry was surprised to find that not only were these homemade pamphlets a hit with the students, but their parents clamored for copies too. And now, it's okay if you're clueless.
Introduction. Back in the Stone Age, circa 1969, I slept through the commencement speech at my graduation, and I wasn't the only one. All we wanted was to hear our names called so we could finally toss our caps into the air and beeline it out of there, sneak and smoke a cigarette. It was cool then. And down something with any percentage of alcohol as our reward for enduring 4 years of educational tyranny. We were now self-ordained adults and finally free to tell our parents that as soon as we were handed our diplomas, their 18-year dictatorships were now over, that from now on, we were calling the shots. We would stay up and out as long as we wanted. We would go wherever we felt like because we had passed enough tests to prove our intelligence, legitimately or not, and had finally earned the right to step into the abyss we were claiming as our future. We all had plans, big ones, Kmart, Ford Motor Company, and a ring from the local diamond jeweler were at the top of the list. I was going to save the world if I remember correctly. I didn't quite know how, but I'd deal with the small details when they came up. I remember being nudged by someone whose last name started with an M. "Wake up, Terry!" I didn't know exactly what the speaker had said, but I knew it was the usual drone of how bright our futures were going to be, with the speakers using him or herself as an example of how they had achieved success. Most of the time, we didn't think what they did for a living sounded all that interesting, or like it was much fun. After attending a number of these ceremonies, it was clear to the graduating class of '69 that many of these speakers had nothing else going on, so this was their 15 minutes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?